Assalamu alaikum. So this class is about the introduction to VS Code, Visual Studio Code, and how to create virtual environment in the Visual Studio Code. So the very first step, if you have not created virtual environment, you need to create virtual environment and then you need to go to the Visual Studio Code. If you have already created the virtual environment, then we go directly to Visual Studio Code. So how can I find whether I have created the virtual environment or no? So here I'm going to share the screen. So the very first step, I just click on here and I click here like C drive. When I click C drive, I will go to users, and when I go to users in college computers, there'll be like student. Here it's my personal computer, so I have in my name. So when I check here, when I have VNV, if there is a VNV, it means I have already created the virtual environment. If you don't have this VNV, you need to create virtual environment, then click here, click on run, type CMD and then OK, and then you get like this. Here what you do is, here first step to create virtual environment, if you don't have VNV folder under C drive, users or students in the college computer. Okay, so to create virtual environment we give like this. So I give here cd VNV cd scripts and I give here activate. So when I activate, I got here like VENV. So there is a difference between the first step, like it starts from C drive, and the last step, it is in the virtual environment. So whenever there is something which starts from VENV, it means you're already in the virtual environment. So this is how we create virtual environment. Okay. So once you create this virtual environment, you can check in your computer the same method under the C drive. Under the C drive, you can check here users here, and then you will have here VNV. So it means virtual environment is created successfully. So now the next step is to go to the VS Code. So whenever I open the VS Code, I get like this usually in the college computers, or there will be some other programs from the different courses. So in this case, what we do is, if you have open folder from here, then click on this. If you don't have anything here, then go to file, click on open folder. When you click on open folder, click on C drive, then go to users, and in college computers there must be a student here. Okay, and then VENV. Don't double click this VENV, just keep the cursor on VENV and select the folder. So you get like this. So how to create the file under the VENV? I want to create a new file here. So VENV, and then you can have a new, under the VENV, don't go under scripts or under some other folder. Under the VENV, click here, new file, give any name, but with the extension of .pi. .pi. It means PI stands for Python. All the Python files must be saved with extension of .py. So you will, when you press enter, you get like this. Here you type the programs. So once the program is typed, usually we will click on this and control your keyboard is to save. So now I finished typing the program, I created the virtual environment successfully, all these. How to execute my program? So we have two methods here to execute your program. The first method is your run Python file in terminal. This is your first method. Okay. So this is your first method. We usually type like this. And second method, how to execute. The second method we execute is, see here, if I want to execute for second method, I just go here, I keep dot scripts and /activate, which is already in the lab 2 and lab 3, lab 1, you can find the how to execute. So in college computers, we give dot scripts underscore activate and press enter. What is the second method to execute in the virtual environment? So enter. So I get all the security files, just ignore it in the college computer and then give here type Python, give the name of the file .py. So when you press enter, you get the answer. Can you see this here? No need to give a set security, all these. Just put this and get the answer like this. So this is how we will sometimes in all the programs, like for example, extracting the data from API, that will not work in the first method of execution. So if it's not working, we will go for the second method. So second method is easy. I will tell you again, click terminal, new terminal, and then just put dot scripts /activate, and you just ignore all these red color lines, all this, just put Python. The name of the file is, this is the name of the file, ttt I have stored. So I put ttt.py. Now it is, I got the answer. So this is how we work on VS Code, Visual Studio Code. I hope this is clear. And then now the next video, I'm sorry, not video. Now this is clear. So this class is about introduction to Visual Studio Code and how to create virtual environment, all these. Now the next step is how to import libraries. So what is meant by libraries? Usually we have a library like this. Whenever we used to write a program, we used to write pandas, all this. So suppose when I execute the program, I get something like error, no module found pandas. It means there is no library is installed. If the library is not installed, the program will not execute. You will get the error. So how to install this library? We can install this library in two ways. So before I install, I want to check whether I have this library or no. I can check in VS Code. I can put pip list. So I will get all the libraries, whatever I installed in my computer. So to install the library, we go to command prompt. Always don't click the command prompt directly in your college computer. Okay. Always go click on run, type cmd, and then here. So here what you do is we can install the libraries in two ways. The first way I'm going to teach you to install the libraries in global, in the whole. I don't want to install only in virtual environment. I want to install globally in my computer. So I just give pip install pandas. Just pip install pandas. Whatever the library is, we use the word pip install the library name. So this is how it's already there. It shows me requirement already satisfied. If it is not there, it will start downloading. You need to wait till the library downloaded successfully. Now, if suppose sometimes I download in global, and when I control save, when I execute the program, I get again the error, no modules found pandas. So what I can do, how can I solve this error? I go to virtual environment again, like Python mvenv cd venv cd scripts, then activate. As I said you before, if whenever you have your venv, you are in the virtual environment. Now I give your pip install pandas. So this is how we install in the virtual environment. To avoid the error, I usually install in virtual environment first. If it shows me the module not found again I will install globally. I hope this is clear how to install the here. If you want to check pip list to check how many libraries you have, whether it is installed successfully or no, so you can see here all these libraries are under the virtual environment. So now we have completed the this class, like introduction of Visual Studio Code, how to create virtual environment, how to install the pandas in the globally and also in virtual environment, and also how to execute. We have two ways to execute. So here, so I will finish my class now, and the next class I will upload the lab 1 explanation. Okay, thank you.